In the last episode, I stood at the threshold of a new era, with the Aethereian Chronicles revelations redefining my mission to protect my people and reclaim our planet from the Puppeteer's stranglehold. I had begun to decipher Aethereian technology, unlocking unprecedented capabilities that enabled me to orchestrate daring raids on key strongholds. My legend was growing, but so was the danger, and I had to confront the darkness within myself to emerge as a confident leader. I walked through the desolate streets of New Elysium, my boots echoing off the ravaged buildings. The once thriving metropolis now lies in shambles, a testament to the Puppeteer's relentless grip on our world. My thoughts are consumed by the weight of responsibility, the burden of leadership settling heavy on my shoulders. My comms device crackles to life, Elara's voice piercing the silence. "Alex, we have a situation at the old clock tower. Dr. Orion's team has detected an unusual energy signature emanating from within." I quicken my pace, my heart rate increasing with anticipation. "What's the nature of the signature?" I ask, already knowing the answer. "It appears to be some sort of Aethereian transmitter," Elara responds. "We're not sure what it's broadcasting, but it's definitely not natural." As I approach the clock tower, a sense of unease settles in. Something feels off. The air seems to vibrate with an otherworldly energy, making my skin crawl. I enter the tower, my companions fanning out around me. The transmitter pulses with an ethereal light, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Dr. Orion examines the device, his eyes narrowed in concentration. "This is definitely an Aethereian artifact," he mutters. "I think it's a beacon, but am not sure what it's calling." Suddenly, the device emits a piercing whine, and the air around us begins to distort. I feel a strange sensation wash over me, as if the very fabric of reality is unraveling. "What's happening?" I demand. The distortion solidifies, taking on a humanoid form. A figure steps out of the shimmering light, its eyes locking onto mine. I recognize the gaze. It's Kale, the Puppeteer's ruthless lieutenant. A cold dread seeps into my bones as he speaks. "Alex, you're a thorn in our side. It's time to put an end to your insolence." My companions move to flank Kale, but I hold them back. "Let me handle this." Kale sneers, drawing a sleek, high-tech pistol. "You think you're a match for me? I've been sent to deliver a message. Surrender now and spare your people the coming storm." The storm. A phrase that sends a shiver down my spine. I know that tone, that calculated cruelty. The Puppeteer will stop at nothing to crush our spirits. I take a step forward, a plan forming in my mind. "I'll never surrender. We'll fight for our freedom no matter the cost." Kale's smile grows wider. "Then let's end this." The air seems to hold its breath as Kale raises his pistol and I prepare to face my destiny. Previously, Alex confronted Kale, the Puppeteer's lieutenant, who emerged from an Aethereian transmitter in the old clock tower, issuing a deathly ultimatum: surrender or face the coming storm. With his companions at his side, Alex refused to back down, ready to face his destiny. As Kale's pistol cocks, I focus on the Aethereian technology thrumming through my veins. In a burst of instinct, I raise my hand and a shimmering barrier materializes, deflecting the bullet mere inches from my face. The air is electric, my heart racing with the realization that I've tapped into the Chronicle's true potential. Kale's eyes narrow, impressed despite himself. "You're more resourceful than I gave you credit for, Alex, but it won't matter soon." With a cold, calculated smile, he raises his pistol once more and I prepare to face the music. But before he can shoot, a blinding flash illuminates the clock tower and a thunderous boom shakes the foundations. The air is filled with debris and the scent of smoke as I stumble back, disoriented. When my vision clears, I'm met with a sight that takes my breath away. A sleek, Aethereian vessel hovering above the clock tower, its cannons blazing as it takes out the Puppeteer's forces. From the cockpit, a figure emerges, cloaked in shadows. As they step into the light, my heart skips a beat. Helios, the enigmatic Aethereian sage, stands before me, a fierce determination etched on his face. "Alex, we've been searching for you," he declares, his voice low and urgent. You hold the key to unlocking Aethereia's true potential. The Chronicle has chosen you, and I will guide you to reclaim our world." Stunned, I can only manage a single word. "How?" Helios' eyes burn with an inner fire. "We'll show you the secrets of the Aethereians. But first, we need to escape this city, and fast. The Puppeteer's forces will not stop until they crush us all." As the clock tower crumbles around us, I glance at my companions, my heart swelling with gratitude. We share a nod, a silent understanding that our path ahead will be fraught with danger, but with Helios' guidance and the Chronicle's power, we'll face it together as one. With Helios leading the way, we make our break, fleeing New Elysium in the sleek Aethereian vessel, leaving behind the devastation and chaos in our wake. As we pierce the clouds, the city dwindling behind us, I feel the weight of responsibility growing heavier, the Chronicle's secrets whispering in my mind like a siren's call. For the first time, I glimpse a glimmer of hope on the horizon, and with it, the unwavering conviction that I will reclaim Aethereia, no matter the cost previously. Alex, with his companions, refused to back down against Kale's ultimatum, and in a burst of instinct, he tapped into the Aethereian technology, deflecting a bullet. Just as Kale was about to shoot again, Helios, the enigmatic Aethereian sage, arrived in a sleek Aethereian vessel, rescuing Alex and his friends from the chaos. As we soar through the clouds, the city of New Elysium dwindling behind us, I feel an unshakable sense of wonder and trepidation. The Aethereian vessel, with its futuristic design and advanced technology, is a marvel I can hardly comprehend. Helios, with an aura of quiet authority, walks among us, sharing cryptic words of wisdom and guidance that only heighten my sense of awe. Elara, ever the pragmatist, begins to assess our new ally, her eyes scrutinizing every detail, from the intricate patterns etched into the vessel's hull to the subtle nuances of Helios' demeanor. Dr. Orion, meanwhile, is entranced by the Aethereian technology, bombarding Helios with questions about its capabilities and limitations. Arkea, ever the quiet observer, watches me, her eyes filled with a deep understanding. She knows that the weight of responsibility is crushing me, that the burden of leading this group of misfits is taking its toll on my psyche. She also knows that I'm struggling to keep up with the enormity of the task ahead of us to reclaim Aethereia and toppling the Puppeteer's stranglehold. As we journey through the unknown, the darkness within me grows, taunting me with its insidious whispers of self-doubt. I can feel my confidence wavering, the fear of failure creeping in like a thief in the night. I fear that I'm not worthy of the Chronicle's power, that I'll falter when the stakes are highest. It's then that Helios approaches me, his eyes filled with an ancient wisdom. "Alex, I sense your turmoil," he says, his voice a calming balm to my frayed nerves. "You fear the darkness within, but it's precisely that darkness that will guide you to greatness. You must learn to harness it, to channel it into your will to triumph over oppression." His words are both uplifting and unsettling, for I know that the path ahead will be fraught with peril. But with Helios' guidance, I'm willing to take that risk, to delve into the depths of my own psyche, to emerge stronger, more determined and more ruthless. As the Aethereian vessel pierces the veil of the unknown, I feel the Chronicle's secrets whispering in my ear, promising me unimaginable power and unimaginable trials. I know that the road ahead will be long and treacherous, but I'm ready to face it head-on, my heart afire with a fierce determination to reclaim Aethereia, no matter the cost. The fate of Aethereia hangs in the balance, but I'm not alone. I have Helios, my companions, by my side. Together, we'll forge a path to freedom, igniting a brighter future defined by courage, resilience, and an unbreakable will to triumph over oppression previously. Alex and his companions escaped from Kale's ultimatum and were rescued by Helios, the enigmatic Aethereian sage who arrived in a sleek Aethereian vessel. As they soar through the clouds, Alex faces an unshakable sense of trepidation, struggling with the weight of responsibility and the darkness within him. As we venture deeper into the heart of Aethereia, the Chronicle's secrets unfold like a tapestry of ancient wisdom. Helios leads us to a hidden city, concealed beneath the waves of a vast ocean. The city of Elara, with its majestic architecture and ethereal beauty, is a testament to the Aethereians' advanced technology. In the heart of Elara lies the Halls of Reflection, an ancient structure where the Chronicle's secrets are revealed. As I step into the hallowed halls, the Chronicle's power surges through me, imbuing me with visions of the past, of the Aethereians' downfall, and of the Puppeteer's sinister plan. I see the threads of fate converging as the Puppeteer's grip on Aethereia tightens, and the Resistance movement's fragile alliances begin to fray. With Helios' guidance, I delve deeper into the Chronicle's secrets, unraveling the mysteries of Aethereian technology and the Puppeteer's true intentions. I learn of the ancient pacts made between the Aethereians and the ancient beings who once roamed the cosmos. The Chronicle's whispers speak of an ancient artifact, hidden deep within the Puppeteer's stronghold, which holds the key to Aethereia's rebirth. As the Chronicle's secrets unfold, my determination solidifies. I know that the road ahead will be fraught with peril, but am willing to take that risk, to channel the darkness within me into a fierce determination to reclaim Aethereia. Lyra, the cunning treasure hunter, emerges from the shadows, her alliance with us fragile and uncertain. She offers us a deal, her expertise in navigating the Puppeteer's stronghold in exchange for the Chronicle's secrets. Torn between trusting her calculating nature and the risk of her betrayal. As Lyra's proposal hangs in the balance, Kale's lieutenant, Vex, emerges from the shadows, his presence a harbinger of doom. The stakes escalate as Vex reveals the Puppeteer's latest plan, to harness the Chronicle's power and bend the fabric of reality to his twisted will. With the fate of Aethereia hanging in the balance, I must make a choice. Will I trust Lyra's cunning nature or forge a new path, fraught with danger and uncertainty? The Chronicle's secrets whisper in my ear, guiding me toward a path where courage, resilience, and an unbreakable will to triumph over oppression will be the only currencies that matter previously. Alex and his companions were rescued by Helios, an enigmatic Aethereian who led them to the hidden city of Elara, where the Halls of Reflection revealed the Chronicle's secrets unfolded. He discovered an ancient artifact hidden within the Puppeteer's stronghold, holding the key to Aethereia's rebirth. As I stand at the threshold of Elara, the city of ethereal beauty, the weight of responsibility settles deeper into my bones. The Chronicle's secrets whisper in my ear, guiding me toward a path where courage, resilience, and an unbreakable will to triumph over oppression will be the only currencies that matter. I glance at Lyra, her cunning nature a fragile thread that holds our fragile alliance together. Her proposal hangs in the balance as Kale's lieutenant, Vex, emerges from the shadows, his presence a harbinger of doom. The stakes escalate as Vex reveals the Puppeteer's latest plan, to harness the Chronicle's power and bend the fabric of reality to his twisted will. I look at Helios, his eyes hold the secrets of the ancient Aethereians. I know that trusting Lyra's cunning nature is a risk, but I also know that forging a new path, fraught with danger and uncertainty, might be the only way to reclaim Aethereia. I glance at Elara, Dr. Orion, and Arkea, my companions who have stood by me through thick and thin. I see the determination in their eyes, the fire that fuels their hearts. I know that I'm not alone in this fight. I'll do it, I say, my voice firm, my heart pounding. I'll trust Lyra and I'll forge a new path, fraught with danger and uncertainty. Lyra's eyes light up as she nods, a hint of a smile on her lips. But I need one more thing, I add, my gaze locked on Helios. I need to know more about the ancient beings and the pacts they made with the Aethereians. I need to know what secrets the Chronicle holds and what power the Puppeteer seeks to harness. Lyra's smile widens as she nods, her eyes sparkling with calculation. I'll help you get it, she says. I'll get you into the Puppeteer's stronghold and we'll find the artifact together. I glance at my companions and I see the determination in their eyes. I know that we're in this together, and that we'll fight to the last breath in our bodies to reclaim Aethereia. We set off into the unknown, our hearts pounding with anticipation, our spirits fueled by the chronicle's secrets and the power of the Aethereians. We're ready to take the fight to the Puppeteer's stronghold, to face whatever dangers lie ahead, and to claim the artifact that holds the key to Aethereia's rebirth previously. Alex and his companions discovered the secrets of the Aethereian chronicle and formed an uneasy alliance with Lyra's treasure hunters to infiltrate the Puppeteer's stronghold and claim the ancient artifact holding the key to Aethereia's rebirth. With Vex's revelation of the Puppeteer's plan to harness the chronicle's power, Alex must confront the darkness within himself and forge a new path fraught with danger and uncertainty. As we venture deeper into the unknown, the air thickens with an eerie silence. Our footsteps echo through the desolate landscape, a haunting reminder that we're not alone in this fight. Lyra leads the way, her gaze fixed on some invisible marker, her calculating mind working overtime to navigate the treacherous path ahead. I keep a watchful eye on Vex, his presence a constant reminder of the Puppeteer's influence and the danger that lurks in every shadow. Suddenly, Lyra halts, her eyes fixed on a shimmering portal that materializes before her. "This is it," she whispers, her voice barely audible over the pounding of my heart. "The entrance to the stronghold." We exchange a nervous glance, our companion's eyes reflecting the same unspoken question. What horrors await us on the other side of that portal? I take a deep breath, steeling myself for the unknown, and step forward, Lyra by my side. The moment we cross the threshold, the air seems to shift, the atmosphere thickening with an almost palpable malevolence. I can feel the chronicle's power coursing through my veins, urging me forward, even as the shadows deepen and the darkness closes in. "Welcome to the Puppeteer's domain," Vex sneers, his eyes gleaming with a sinister light. "You should have stayed out of this, Alex." Now, Yowl joined the ranks of the Puppeteer's playthings. I draw a deep breath, focusing my thoughts and channel the chronicle's power. The air around me begins to ripple as I summon an aura of determination and defiance. I glance at Lyra and our eyes lock, our bond forging stronger with every moment. "You're just a pawn, Vex," I say, my voice steady, my heart racing. "A mere puppet on strings dancing to the Puppeteer's tune. It's time to cut those strings and take control of your own destiny." Vex's eyes flash with anger, but I press on, my words cutting deep. "You can still join us, stand with us against the Puppeteer's tyranny. Together we can reclaim Aethereia, forge a new path, and break the cycle of oppression." For a fleeting moment I see a glimmer of doubt in his eyes, a spark of defiance that hints at a deeper struggle within. But it's extinguished, snuffed out by the Puppeteer's influence, and Vex's gaze hardens, his smile twisting into a cruel grin. "You're just a fool," he sneers. "A naive idealist, blind to the reality of this world. The Puppeteer's power is absolute, and I am his loyal servant." With a wave of his hand, the shadows coalesce, and the air erupts into chaos. The portal behind us slams shut, trapping us in the stronghold, and the sound of footsteps grows louder, echoing through the halls as the Puppeteer's minions close in. We stand our ground, united against the odds, our bond forged in the fire of adversity. We'll face whatever lies ahead together as one, and fight to claim the artifact that holds the key to Aethereia's rebirth previously. Alex and his companions infiltrated the Puppeteer's stronghold, only to be trapped by the portal closing behind them. Vex, under the Puppeteer's influence, refused to join them, and the stronghold's minions closed in. As the darkness closes in, Lyra's eyes lock onto mine, and I see the unspoken understanding we need to move now. I raise my hands, channeling the chronicle's power, and a blast of energy shatters the walls around us, creating a makeshift corridor. The sound of the minions' footsteps grows louder, and I know we're running out of time. With Lyra by my side, we charge forward, our footsteps echoing through the newly created passage. We weave through the stronghold's labyrinthine corridors, dodging and disarming traps set by the Puppeteer's designers. Every step feels like a countdown, each breath a calculation of our chances of survival. Suddenly, the corridor opens up to a massive chamber, the ceiling lost in darkness. At the far end, I see the ancient artifact glinting like a beacon of hope, but it's not unguarded. Kale, the puppeteer's ruthless lieutenant, stands before it, her eyes blazing with a fury that makes Vex look tame. "Welcome, Alex," she spits, her voice dripping venom. "I've been waiting for you. You're just in time to witness the birth of a new era. An era where the puppeteer's power is absolute and you're nothing but a relic of the past." I draw a deep breath, focusing on the chronicle's power coursing through my veins. I feel the weight of my companions' lives on my shoulders and the burden of Aethereia's fate. I take a step forward, my eyes locked on Kale's. "You're wrong, Kale," I say, my voice steady. "This isn't the end of an era. It's the beginning of a new one. An era where freedom, justice, and hope triumph over oppression." Kale laughs, a cold, mirthless sound. "You're just a foolish dreamer, Alex, and dreamers are crushed beneath the heel of reality." With a wave of her hand, the chamber erupts into chaos. The walls begin to close in, the ceiling descending like a guillotine, and the air thickens with a deadly energy. I raise my hands, channeling the chronicle's power, and a blast of energy repels the crushing walls, buying us a fleeting moment of respite. In that moment, Lyra seizes the opportunity, dashing towards the artifact. But as she reaches out to claim it, Kale summons a dark, ethereal energy that ensnares Lyra, pulling her back. I watch in horror as Lyra's eyes glaze over, her body stiffening, and her eyes lock onto mine, a silent plea for salvation. In that instant, I know I'll do anything to save her, to save Aethereia. The chronicle's power surges through me, and I feel an unbreakable will to triumph over oppression. I take a step forward, my determination forged in the fire of adversity. "Let her go, Kale." I growl, my voice a promise of retribution. "You'll pay for this. You'll pay for every life the puppeteer has destroyed." Kale's smile twists into a cruel grin. "I'll enjoy watching you beg, watching you scream, watching you fall. You're just a mere mortal, Alex, and mortals are crushed beneath the heel of the powerful." The air thickens, the energy building to a crescendo. I know I'm running out of time. I glance at Lyra, my heart racing with fear, and I know I'll stop at nothing to reclaim her, to reclaim Aethereia, and forge a new path where freedom, justice, and hope triumph over oppression. Previously, Alex and his companions infiltrated the puppeteer's stronghold, where they were trapped, and Lyra was captured by Kale, leaving Alex to face off against the ruthless lieutenant. As the darkness closes in, I see Lyra's pleas etched on her frozen expression, and I know I have to act fast. Channeling the chronicle's power, I unleash a torrent of light that crashes against Kale's dark energy, fighting to free Lyra from her grasp. The air crackles with the intensity of our opposing powers, as if the very fabric of reality hangs in the balance. With each burst of energy, I sense Lyra's life force weakening, and I know I have to push harder, to dig deeper. In a burst of adrenaline, I recall Elara's words. The chronicle's power is tied to the essence of Aethereia. I focus on the planet's energy, channeling its ancient pulse into my attack. The room erupts in a brilliant flash of light as the chronicle's power surges through me, and Lyra's body begins to glow with a soft, golden light. Kale's hold on her begins to falter, and I seize the opportunity, dashing towards Lyra and wrapping my arms around her. As the light dissipates, Lyra collapses against me, her eyes fluttering open, a look of confusion etched on her face. I breathe a sigh of relief, holding her close, my heart still racing with fear. Kale's eyes blaze with fury, her expression twisted in a cruel grin. "You may have won this small victory, Alex," she spits, "but the puppeteer's power will crush you soon enough." Undaunted, I stand my ground, Lyra by my side. I know that every second counts. I glance around the chamber, my eyes locked on the ancient artifact still within reach. It's our ticket out, our key to unlocking a new era of freedom and hope. Kale's eyes follow mine, and a cruel smile spreads across her face. "Oh, Alex, you'll never leave this stronghold alive." With a wave of her hand, the chamber erupts into chaos once more. The walls begin to close in, the the ceiling descending like a guillotine and the air thickens with deadly energy. I raise my hands, channeling the chronicle's power, and a blast of energy repels the crushing walls, buying us a fleeting moment of respite. In that moment, Lyra and I make our move. We dash towards the artifact, Kale's cries of rage echoing behind us. As we reach out to claim it, a blinding flash of light illuminates the chamber, and everything goes white previously. Alex and Lyra fought to escape Kale's stronghold, utilizing the chronicle's power to hold off the crushing walls and deadly energy as the ceiling descended like a guillotine. In the blinding flash of light, I feel Lyra's hand slip from mine, and a wave of panic washes over me. The light dissipates and I'm left stumbling through a disorienting void, my cries for Lyra echoing off the cold, dark walls. I spin around, desperate to get my bearings, my heart racing with fear. That's when I see it, the artifact glowing with an otherworldly light suspended in midair before me. As I approach the relic, a strange energy emanates from it, whispering secrets in a language I don't understand. The whispers grow louder, more urgent, and I feel in primal connection to the artifact, as if it's calling to me, guiding me. I reach out, and as my skin makes contact with the relic, visions burst forth like a storm, bathing me in a kaleidoscope of images. Lara standing atop a windswept cliff, her eyes closed, her arms outstretched, channeling a tempest of energy. Arkea, her face twisted in a mixture of fear and awe, gazing upon an ancient cyclopean city. Helios, the reclusive sage, walking among the stars, his staff leaving trails of glittering stardust behind him. Dr. Orion, standing at the edge of a precipice, staring out at an endless expanse of ruins, his eyes blazing with an unyielding determination. The visions fade and I'm left gasping for air, my mind reeling from the revelations. I spin around, desperate to find Lyra, and that's when I see her standing beside me, her eyes fixed upon the artifact, a look of wonder on her face. But it's not just Lyra. Kale stands beside her, her eyes blazing with a feral intensity, her hand grasping Lyra's wrist, holding her in place. "You may have the artifact," Kale sneers, "but I have the one person you care about most in this world, and I'll use her to crush you, Alex." With those words, Kale vanishes, leaving me with Lyra's terrified gaze and the artifact's pulsing energy coursing through my veins. I know I have to act fast, to track down Kale and rescue Lyra. But as I look around, I realize I'm not in the stronghold anymore. I'm back on Aethereia, the ruins of an ancient city sprawling around me previously. Alex and Lyra fought to escape Kale's stronghold, only to be separated as Kale used Lyra as leverage to lure Alex into a trap. Now, Alex finds himself back on Aethereia, with the artifact in front of him and a vision of his allies scattered across the planet. I take a deep breath, pushing aside the fear and panic that threatened to overwhelm me. I have to stay focused, have to keep my wits about me if I'm going to rescue Lyra and take down Kale. I examine my surroundings, taking in every detail of the ancient city. The ruins stretch out before me, a labyrinth of crumbling structures and treacherous pitfalls waiting to be navigated. I glance down at the artifact, its pulsing energy still coursing through me. I sense its power, its ancient wisdom whispering secrets in my mind. I can feel the chronicle's influence guiding me, urging me on. I take a deep breath, centering myself, and that's when I sense it, a faint trail of energy, a thread of connection that binds Lyra to me. I focus on that thread, following it as it winds its way across the ruins. I can feel Lyra's pulse, her fear and determination beating in time with my own. I move swiftly, my footsteps echoing off the walls as I follow the thread, my senses hyper-alert, scanning for any sign of danger. As I move deeper into the ruins, I notice the structures around me are changing, shifting, as if the city itself is responding to the artifact's presence. The walls begin to glow, a soft blue light illuminating the path ahead. I can feel the chronicle's power growing, guiding me closer to Lyra, my heart pounding in anticipation. Suddenly, I hear a faint cry, a whispered plea for help. I burst into a run, my footsteps pounding the ground as I round a corner and see Lyra, bound and gagged, suspended above a churning pit of darkness. Kale stands beside her, her eyes blazing with triumph as she raises her hand to deliver the final blow. I skid to a stop, the artifact's power surging through me. I raise my hand, channeling the chronicle's energy as a blast of light erupts from my palm, striking Kale with the force of a small explosion. The blast sends Kale flying across the room, giving me the opening I need. With a fierce cry, I leap forward, using the artifact's power to amplify my strength as I bound across the room, my fists flying in a blur of motion. I strike Kale with a flurry of punches, my blows landing with precision as I drive her back, buying time, creating space. As Kale stumbles back, I dash to Lyra's side, using the artifact's energy to release her bonds. She falls into my arms, her eyes wide with relief as I hold her tight, shielding her from the darkness. But our reprieve is brief as Kale recovers, her eyes blazing with fury. She summons a wave of shadow warriors, their dark forms pouring into the room like a tide of night. I stand tall, Lyra beside me, as we prepare to face the coming storm. In the heart of the ancient city we stand, ready to take on the forces of darkness, armed with the power of the artifact and the unbreakable bond between us previously. Alex and Lyra fought to escape Kale's stronghold, only to be separated as Kale used Lyra as leverage to lure Alex into a trap. Now, Alex finds himself back on Aethereia, with the artifact in front of him and a vision of his allies scattered across the planet. As I stand tall, Lyra beside me, the air is electric with anticipation. The shadow warriors closing in around us seem to be drawn to the artifact's power, their dark forms twitching with an unnatural hunger. The chronicle's secrets whisper in my mind, and I sense a hidden pattern, a thread of connection that binds the ancient city to the artifact. I focus on that thread, channeling the chronicle's energy as I raise my hands and the city responds. The walls begin to form a protective barrier, a shimmering shield of light that repels the shadow warriors, holding them at bay. Lyra's eyes widen in awe as I harness the city's ancient magic, bending it to our will. Together, we forge a temporary alliance with the city itself as the ruins come alive to aid us in our fight against the Puppeteer's minions. With our immediate danger held at bay, I glance at Lyra, my concern for her well-being palpable. "Are you okay?" I ask, searching her face for any sign of injury. Lyra nods, a faint smile on her lips. "I'm fine. Alex, thanks to you." I nod, relief washing over me. We share a moment of understanding, our bond strengthened by the trials we've faced together. As we stand united, the chronicle's secrets whispering in my mind, I sense a new revelation waiting to be uncovered. Suddenly, the city's ancient magic begins to fluctuate, the shield faltering as a hidden mechanism awakens. The walls begin to shift, revealing a hidden chamber deep within the ruins. A low hum builds, growing louder as the air charges with electricity. "What's happening?" Lyra asks, her voice laced with concern. I concentrate, the chronicle's power guiding me. "I think the city is trying to show us something," I reply, my eyes fixed on the hidden chamber. As the hum reaches a crescendo, the walls slide open, revealing a glowing portal. The portal pulsates with an intense blue light, beckoning us forward. "Alex, what is this?" Lyra asks, her voice barely above a whisper. I take a deep breath, the artifact's power urging me on. "I think it's a doorway to the heart of Aethereia," I reply, my heart pounding with anticipation. With Lyra by my side, we step through the portal, leaving the ruins behind. We embark on a perilous path to uncover the secrets of Aethereia, and possibly the fate of our world previously. Alex and Lyra fought to escape Kale's stronghold, only to be separated as Kale used Lyra as leverage to lure Alex into a trap. Now, Alex finds himself back on Aethereia, with the artifact in front of him and a vision of his allies scattered across the planet. As we step through the shimmering portal, Lyra and I are enveloped by an intense blue light that seems to permeate every cell of our bodies. The sensation is both exhilarating and unnerving, as if we are being rewritten at a fundamental level. I can feel the chronicle's power with the artifacts, as if they are converging on a hidden truth. When the light fades, we find ourselves standing at the edge of a vast, crystalline chamber deep within the heart of Aethereia. The air resonates with a gentle hum, and the walls seem to vibrate with an ancient energy. At the far end of the chamber, a lone figure awaits us: Helios, the enigmatic Aethereian sage. Helios's eyes gleam with an otherworldly intensity as he regards us. "You have reached the threshold of understanding," he says, his voice like a gentle breeze. "The time of revelation has come." Lyra and I exchange a wary glance, unsure what to expect. Helios begins to pace the chamber, his footsteps weaving an intricate dance. Aethereia was once a beacon of hope, where advanced civilizations coexisted in harmony, Helios explains, his words dripping with regret. But the Puppeteer's lust for power and control corrupted the very fabric of our world. As Helios speaks, the chamber begins to shift, holographic projections flickering to life around us. We witness the rise of the Puppeteer, his cunning manipulation of Aethereia's governments and the brutal suppression of dissent. "The chronicle you possess, Alex, holds the key to restoring balance to Aethereia's core," Helios continues. "With Lyra's treasure hunters, Dr. Orion's expertise, and Elara's leadership, you have gathered the necessary components to awaken Aethereia's true potential." The chamber falls silent, the holographic projections vanishing as abruptly as they appeared. Helios's gaze pierces through me as if searching for something within me. "The final test lies ahead, Alex. Will you harness the chronicle's power or succumb to the Puppeteer's darkness?" I steel myself, the weight of responsibility settling upon me like a mantle. I glance at Lyra, and in her eyes I see a reflection of my own determination. "I will not falter," I declare, my voice resolute. "I will reclaim Aethereia for its people and bring hope back to our world." As I speak, the chamber erupts in a burst of energy, the chronicle's power surging through me. I feel myself transforming, my very essence reshaping to embody the ideals of justice, compassion, and courage blazing within me. I forge a beacon of light that illuminates the path to freedom. With Lyra by my side, we stride back through the portal, re-entering the ruins. The shadow warriors, sensing their master's power waning, recoil in disarray. As we emerge into the bright, Aethereian sunlight, I raise my hands, channeling the chronicle's power to awaken the planet's true potential. The air responds, reverberating with an ancient magic that had long been dormant. The earth trembles, and a blinding radiance engulfs us, bathing the ravaged landscape in an unyielding light. Epilogue. As the light fades, Aethereia's landscape begins to transform. The once barren wasteland gives way to lush greenery and the skies clear, radiating a warm, untainted glow. Lyra and I stand hand in hand, gazing out upon the new Aethereia, free, vibrant, and full of life. Dr. Orion approaches us, a beaming smile on his face. "The chronicle's secrets have yielded a new era of cooperation and advancement," he says, eyes aglow with excitement. "Aethereia's scientists are already working to revitalize the planet's resources." Elara joins us, a proud smile on her face. "The resistance has become a beacon of hope, inspiring others to rise against oppression," she says, her voice filled with conviction. As we stand together, basking in the radiance of our hard-won triumph, I glance skyward, sensing the infinite possibilities that await us on the horizon. The stars twinkle like diamonds, promising uncharted territories, hidden wonders, and new frontiers to be forged. The chronicle's secrets will continue to unfold, guiding us toward a brighter, boundless future.